Hey guys. Oops. That didn't went well. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the deep playthrough of Dishonored 2. Actually has been quite a long time since I've gamed. It's a bit of springtime where I'm at, and so I was out in the garden doing all kinds of chores in my 7 square feet mini garden. Anyways, I felt like doing another episode, so here we are. We are in the ship in the harbor of... Where's the map? Do we have a map? Lore and maps. Because we were in Dunwall. Tower District. Yes, the Black Pony Club, the Dunwall Courier, the City Watch Armory and the Tower Gate and Boyle Industry Office, we all cleared out. Actually, I did notice that I missed a lot of coins after clearing that first chapter, while I really was under the impression that I went through it like thoroughly, as I want to do in my deep playthroughs, going through it as thoroughly as possible. But I missed a lot, and I checked the video on YouTube. Like, I almost couldn't believe it that I missed like 40% of the coins or something. But there were 2 rooms in the area that I just missed. One was behind a wooden board that I wasn't aware I could break, and the other one, I think, was just out of sight in an inconspicuous location, and together probably with a couple of coins on bodies laying around made me not have the best score. But let's I can maybe go back to I'm not sure, we're now on the boat, whether I can get back to the harbor. I don't think so, to the shore. But otherwise, let's just, for going forward, be even more thorough and try to get good scores as regards to the coins. Anyways, we are now with that lady we met up on the harbor, and we are now in the boat, and this seems to be some kind of safe house. We have like stealth modes, the spyglass, our weapon wheel, we have a gun, we have this heart. It reveals runes and bone charms, so we will use that. Blink, our first power, and grenades, but I'm playing non-lethally, so I won't be making a lot of use of grenades, except maybe for distractions. Let's quickly try, and of course we have the B for health and the X for mana for the powers. And to the bottom left, the hotkeys, and the top right, it's a weird functionality. That's probably because if you get too many items in your wheel, you can remove them, and if you hold it, you get them all back. But you cannot, you can maybe customize your wheel a bit, selecting what you want to remove and keeping what you want. But so that's about that. Let's check out the heart.
I heard a story once of a sailor caught forever in a fog. It traveled with her across all the seas. I am that sailor.
Right. See, somehow someone, maybe that's Jessamine or the Empress that got killed. Maybe it's her voice, I'm not sure. It does work.
There will come a time when we must part. I only tell you this in the hope to make easier our farewells.
I do find it a bit gross, like holding a heart in your hands, but let's just let that be. I hope, by the way, that my mic is working. Let's assume it does. I had 3 episodes without any voiceover somehow. Here, you do see, I see a rune over there. It's like that little red circle in the center of the screen. But I would assume that is in another room. But this will for sure help find hidden collectibles. By the way,
We should become hearted someday. Remember that I know exactly who you are, and that I treasure you.
right, let's listen a bit to the more dialogue to get into the world.
I wonder if you remember me as
Or a
I
monologue.
was. Sometimes I think of those days. Do you? When this crisis has passed, you must promise to release me. I'm tired. How long, my dearest? How long must I endure in this shadow state?
Right, that was it. There were 2 entries that I activated before starting the recording. So you didn't hear all of them, but they were not that amazing. We have like our crossbow and a satchel hanging on the door. But first let's read up. What does this do? Travel log. A long day in Dunwall. For most people, a new year means renewed hope and promises. Me, I just hate the memories that get dredged up. Today, 3rd day of the month of Earth, would have been Jessamine's birthday. We used to take a skiff out on the river before dawn, bringing a good bottle of sparkling wine just to take a few moments to watch the sunrise together, alone for a while before she got caught up in her duties for the day. All these years later, why I'm still thinking about it. We already read that earlier. Probably we read the second part as well. The anniversary, the worst time of year, these weeks leading up to the anniversary of Jessamine's murder. These weeks leading up to the anniversary of Jessamine's murder. I run through it all again. If I'd just been there a moment sooner or known more about Doth, if I'd been just a bit stronger, faster, smarter, if. One moment she was here, the next in my arms slipping away. Nothing I could do. Yes, I still grieve. The whole world still grieves, and so we mark the day she was murdered with somber speeches and trumpets. The month of harvest can't come soon enough. Alright, this is second chapter. Dishonored. Feels like it did all those years ago. Jessamine and me, just a moment too late. Now Emily, this witch Delilah, the most powerful magic I've ever seen. She tore away the outsider's mark and made Emily into stone. I will find a way to undo it and to undo Delilah herself, along with her accomplice, Duke Abele. Somehow I'll make sure they pay for what they've done to Emily. I've dealt with that weasel Ramsey for a start. But thanks to Delilah and the Duke, the whole empire thinks I'm the crown killer. But for now, I'm on a boat heading away from Dunwall towards my homeland. Seems absurd to write it down. The captain is Megan Foster. She says she's friends with Anton Sokolov, the old royal physician. I have no choice but to trust her. For now, we'll sail to Serkonos. At least it gives me time to think. I need a plan. A plan to save Emily and pull Delilah from the throne she stole. The void. I'd almost forgotten the way it feels to walk in the void. That sickening sensation, like falling. Like being abandoned by everything you've ever known. And the outsider, those dead eyes of his. Limitless black. Of course he offered me the same gifts. I thought I might refuse just to let him know I won't be a part of his games. But then I remembered Emily, trapped by Delilah's magic, so I took it. Anything I can use against the Duke and Delilah. Anything to defeat them and save my daughter. If this gift comes with a price, I just hope it's not too steep. And what will his other gift cost me? Jessamine's beloved voice. Trapped in the same strange contraption that kept me company 15 years ago. I've been trying to forget it, but it is comforting to be able to talk to her again. And yet, it's not entirely the person I knew anymore. We finally arrived in Karnaca. I haven't seen the city in years. Nobody's waiting for me there. Neither the people nor the Duke. Alright. So that's where we are in the story. Maintaining his diary. Letter from Corvo. Mr. and Mrs. Mayhew. I'm deeply sorry to inform you that your daughter, Captain Alexei Mayhew, was killed in action during the recent coup in Dunwall. Alexei was brave, loyal and selfless until the end, and as she has always had been since the day she fought alongside the Empress and saved her from the carriage attack while they were just kids. Emily never had a better friend. It has been an honor to know and work with your daughter. Be assured that as soon as Emily is restored to the throne, and I swear she will be, I'll make sure Alexei's death is properly memorialized. With all my sympathy, Corvo Atano, Royal Protector. Pretty cool, these kinds of moments of continuation. Earlier in the game, I think it was indeed also one of the bodyguards or a captain in the Empress's entourage. I think that was the woman that was stabbed to death just as we made our way out of the first room we were in, starting the game. It's pretty cool that, like, hinting back at it, that Corvo doesn't leave him unfazed, and he's actually writing like a notification letter to the family. It's very nice to build immersion. Alright, for the rest I don't see that much here. But I thought that in the first chapter as well, while I missed an incredible amount of coins somehow still. So let's take it thoroughly. Made and bottled in Bastilian Circonos. Alright, let's wash our hands. Still the corona lockdown after all. And let's take our stuff. Limited resources. It's not what you're used to, living in a palace, but this is all the coin I could scrape up. Anton and I operated on a tight budget, and guess what? Now you do too. If it's not beneath you, I'm not sure who Anton is, by the way. If it's not beneath you, pick up whatever valuables you find along your way. We'll need ammo and resources to take down the people behind the coup. Hidden all over the city there are underground black market shops. Look for a symbol depicting two hands. Which means there's a shop nearby. Follow the signs, they'll guide you. Buying from the black market is against the law, but it could make a difference against the Duke's military. Sokolov was working on his crossbow as a gift for you. If you need it modified, those shops can help with that as well. Megan. Alright, so we have our crossbow back. The only thing I'm now wondering is that Anton dude. Didn't we just read something on him? Limited resources, we read it. We read this one. Order to clear the docks. No, I think it's in the travel log over here about Megan. The captain is Megan Foster. She says she's friends with Anton Sokolov, the old royal physician. That's Anton. Alright, out in the, I wanted to say world we go, but we're still on a ship. Maintenance list. Repair the things that got busted up in Anton's room when he was taken. It's been weeks now. No scratch that, not until I bring him back home, as a show of faith that he will be coming back. Unblock the storage door. Looks like something fell on the other side, and I really need to sell the stuff locked up in there to make some coin. Pay the port tax and the look the other way fees to those Grand Guard bastards before they wonder who my passenger is this time. I'll do it when I get the money. Alright. You cannot interact with the lamp. What's this? Nothing? Nothing here? And some kind of a screwdriver here, but I cannot interact with it. Ah, really finicky. Somehow I could while smashing the interact key. And that's probably was just there to try to wiggle it open for leverage. So we have to find a way in because apparently there's something blocking the door. What it also said over here. Unblock the storage door. Looks like something fell on the other side. Alright.
Be cursed. Daft old man. This is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say.
Alright, that's Megan. That's probably where, yeah, that's our objective. Meet with Megan Foster. Optional, locate the black market shop, locate and unblock the storage room door. We are on the Dreadful Whale, that's a ship. Talk with Megan Foster to come up with a plan. Chapter 2, Dreadful Whale. Find Avermedia Station and take a carriage to Avermedia Institute. It is the best lead you'll have for tracking down the Crown Killer. Not sure why Megan has a black eye over there. Ah, she does have one
The Duke's
in
probably
game
not
too.
back from Dunwall yet. If we're lucky, the Howlers will be distracted by some score they're working.
And she was smoking a pipe. I'm checking it all out. You never know. What the hell is this? What the hell was that? Ah, that's closing the toilet door. Did that reveal anything? Not really. I really must say, of course it's now running pretty stable 4K, which I probably couldn't have done on my old video card like 3 years ago, or I'm not sure how old this game is. Let's quickly check that. But I'm still pretty amazed by the graphics. I think it's a 2016 game, but I'm not entirely sure. Yes, 2016, so that is 1 second, the month, November. So that is 3.5 years old. Still, the graphics hold up pretty well in my view. Let's check behind the door. I already did. And let's try to enter that storage room from above. Ah, we're near Serkanos. It's a pretty big ship, actually. Man, I remember playing games when I was like young and like missed with all kinds of gauges, and now it hit me how far games have come. Like this semi-open world, multiple option gameplay game with these kinds of real-time graphics compared to the 2D pictures of mist. It's pretty amazing.
Dunwall seems so far away. I'll come back soon, Emily. I promise.
Dreadful Whale Accounting, 6 songs out, 32 coins, docking and late fee. 8 songs, ferry and cargo, Piccolo and Tate. Crust removal on hull, shipyard. New sextants, Carberry establishment, gave out coins, mudlarks. Chicken, potatoes, oil market, Anthon's seasick pills, apothecary on Swain, matches, length of rope, traders company, night ferry of cargo, Piccolo and Tate. There was another one, ferry and cargo night, Piccolo and Tate as well. Salt rockfish, fishmonger roll, barrels of oil, slime removal, shipyard. Was also, I think, another crust remover on the hull. 8 songs, shipyard, and barrels of oil, slime removal, 19th songs. 11 days later, again at the shipyard. And mutton, carrots, potatoes in the markets, which is like more expensive than barrels of oils and slime removal. It's pretty expensive, mutton, carrots and potatoes. Anyways, we now know about the ins and outs, about the finances. Cannot interact with the levers or the steering wheel or the throttle. Go outside later. Let's first try to unblock that storage room. Maybe see if there is... there's an item over there. It looks to be like in the water, right? Yes, that's in the water. Maybe I can just swim. Shall we check it? Let's first save the game. Quick save. Here we go. Nice. Right. Let's first get on top of it. Like so. There it is. Come on, dudes. Holy shit. Holy shit. God damn it. What to do now? Let's shoot the fish. I only have 1 crossbow bolt. That's not really gonna work. Let's keep the heart. And I have no idea how to check my health actually. I think. Show history. What's that? We have a new map. We already read that one. In the lore, what the hell is this? Dreadful Whale Accounting. Already read that one. I don't understand why the maintenance list is a finding and the accounting is lore. It's a pretty bit random distinction. Anyways, I have no idea how to check health without the HUD, but I will keep it off. just for the immersion. I really cannot shoot this thing accurately without crosshair, but I will also keep that off because I will be playing non-lethally anyways. We'll just need to get used to it, and it's so much more immersive even without even if the crosshair is only minimal, having no crosshair at all, it's just pretty cool. Alright, I've saved the game, so if I die I can just start over. Here we go. I don't really have an idea how to get in there. Ah, like so. Oops. Annoying fish. Holy shit! Not sure what happened over there. Let's do that again. It is doable. Here we go. Come on, dudes, you can do this. Woohoo! I'm not sure whether there was more stuff over there. Let's quickly check that out. Save the game. Here we go. I thought to maybe seen something lying about. There's a lot of stuff actually lying about. There are no fish somehow now. It's pretty nice. Alright, I didn't see anything else. What the hell? I'm out of the water already. The game was thinking I was still below it. Anyways, pretty funny that those fish are actually random. But we got our bone charm, I guess. Where can I see that? How many do I have? Runes carried. 3. Bone charms. Bone charm crafting required. But what the hell did I just pick up? Did I pick up a rune? One of 2 signet rings made for the Empress and Rombbb. Protector of these rings serve as keys to the safe room within Dunwall Tower. Alright. It would be cool if I can clear out Dunwall. If you can get back to other areas. I think we should be able to. But not now. Ah. More arrows. Some bullets. And another book. By Anton Sokolov. A reflection on my journey to the Pandician continent. For 2 deaths on our first day on the continent. But the New World was not sated and would have one more. None other than the captain himself. His group has found a cluster of small rodents, much like rabbits or prairie moles. The lure of fresh meat proved too much a temptation for a good captain who had dined on scant fish and the same rations as the crew all these very months. He was able to grab one of the creatures with his bare hands, but the docile beasts were not so tame after all. Having allowed the captain to pick it up, the creature became enraged and delivered several stings from a gland hidden in its tail. The captain complained of heat and itching where the stings had penetrated, but insisted they press on. He died of asphyxiation within a quarter hour. It was suddenly obvious to me that at this rate of attrition we would not only fail to sufficiently research the continent, but we might soon lack enough crew to make the return voyage. Something had to be done to save the venture, and so I immediately declared myself captain. On my orders, the remaining crew kept to the relative safety of the beach for the duration of the week. Though I sent 2 young academy students armed with nets and cages to fetch a live sample of the prairie mole that had so swiftly killed the captain. Though I sent 2 academy students armed with nets and cages to fetch a live sample of the prairie mole that had so swiftly killed the captain, as first and foremost ours was a research expedition. It's a bit of a shame that these books do not disappear once you've read them, because now if I forget I will try to read it again, thinking I haven't yet done so. Alright, maybe this gets us into that storage room. I am still a bit puzzled on what we picked up, actually.
The jewel of the South. My homeland.
Yeah, it looks nice. But what we picked up, whether it was a rune on her bone charm, I have no idea. But anyways, let's just check out Blink for a second. First time I will be moving, using a power. Oh shit.